I'm going to talk to you a little bit about, I'm going to focus on 3 areas today. I'm going to focus on the customer journey, marketing options outside of social media, and creating interest and engagement at every touch point. So I know most of you probably know what the customer journey is. And what I really want you to wrap your head around is it is from the prospect to the loyal advocate. And we should never lose sight of that. We need to be talking and touching our prospects in certain ways and using certain languages, talking to our current clients as we were dealing with retention and referrals, and always creating a loyal advocacy within your brand and within your customer base. So it's a series of connected experiences that customers and prospects desire and need, and they're looking for every day. So what I'm throwing out at you right now are just options outside of social and aligned with the customer journey. So we use phones, we use emails, and there's technology that can be circulated around the phone. IVR technology is great if you have a small business. If you use an IVR, when people are on hold or waiting for 60 seconds before you pick up, that's a time for you to be advertising and messaging, putting your word out there, putting your offers out there, putting someone on hold, make sure there's a message playing. Utilize all that space, all that time to be communicating with your clients. Email marketing, build out your email marketing strategy. Make sure it's personalized. Make sure you have series campaigns so you're touching them at every point. And don't always be selling. Look for educational and promotional pieces that you could be sharing. Those are super important. Sponsorships are really good too. There's a lot of events that go on throughout the year. Find your synergy, find out where your customers are, and make sure that your voice, your message, your logo is out there. And I'll deep dive into some of these in my next few slides. So you've got SEO, of course, streaming platform, content, postcard, magazine, and insert mailings. That's not a dying thing, and neither is email. I'm gonna give you some statistics in a little bit, but those are great, right? Target has a strategy. You see them on TV, you see them in the mail, you see them everywhere. I know we're not Target, but the reason why it resonates with us, we see them everywhere. So remember, wherever you put your brand, people are gonna be like, oh, you know what? I actually saw them in that mailing piece. Oh, you know what? I did get a postcard. Hey, you know what? I did get an email, or someone called me. And that's what you want to do. You want to build that brand recognition and get your brand in the news. Newspapers are always looking for an article. They're always looking for a feature. They're always looking for some sort of tip or hint or guidance for their customer base. Reach out and partner. Most importantly, that's the one great thing about Master Network is you have power partners here. Find your power partners and come up with creative, collaborative things that you can be doing to offer to their customer base, and then for you to offer to your customer base, their services. Find those synergies. Launch a referral program. If you don't have a referral program, you should be thinking about putting one together. If you know who your best referral partners are, think about what their needs are, what they would be looking for. Brainstorm with those partners and find out what is it that you would like. Most of the time, you will just find they just want a partner they can trust and recommend people to, and they know they're going to get taken care of. Some want money, and that's fine. It's worth it. Find out what your spend is, what your customer spend is worth. Website, obviously, make sure you have a website that has content that is clean and consistent, and you must be clear in your messaging and your offering. If you open up your landing page and no one can tell you what it is that you do, something's wrong. And you've got plenty of specialists in this group that can help you with that. So tap into that. Billing and invoices is another thing. We're all billing, we're all invoicing people, and none of us are using that as an opportunity to provide some insight, information, or offers. Put a slip in there, give an offer, put some copy on the bottom of your invoice. That's super important. That is the role of a customer experience officer, is to make sure that at every touch point, you're giving your customer something, you're listening to what their needs are, and you're tweaking the customer journey to ensure that you're meeting those needs. Focus groups are great too. Like I said, you meet with your referral sources, but meet with your clients. Your clients will tell you what they need. And when you respond to just one of those needs, they're going to refer you to their other people, their relationships that they have. And use content to market your business. Newsletters, white papers. On your website, you should always have a call to action, something that they can download, something that is beneficial, but not salesy. That's super important. Let me try to move through this. So I'm going to dig a little bit into this particular slide. So email marketing campaigns, event sponsorship, SEO, streamlining platform content, mobile app creation, and sponsored ads on retail sites. So email marketing campaigns. In a recent article from The Atlantic, Dave Pell, author of the extremely popular newsletter Next Draft, calls emails the unkillable app. MailChimp campaigns alone drove more than $64 billion in revenue in 2020. Email is a great tool. In many ways, email is still the best way to keep in touch with old and acquired new customers. It's a more reliable tool because the popularity of the various social media platforms are always shifting. There are several brands that grew their lines completely without relying on social media by using email and referral plans with existing customers. So think about that. 64 billion in revenue in 2020, sorry. Event sponsorship. Can I have a time? I just want to make sure that I'm not going over. Oh, 9:51, okay. Event sponsorship. Francis Perdue, the Director of Public Relations for Homestead Entertainment and CEO of Perdue Inc., advises clients to sponsor events or create their own. Events always have gifts or product bags, and they give away to attendees. It's free, and you just put it in there. The event managers will include sponsors' logos in their assets, including websites, brochures, and imprinted on photos. Planning your own event with your products or services integrated into the promotion is another great way to gain exposure and attract new clients for your business. So think about that and collaborate together to create an event that brings your audience there. Search engine marketing and SEO. It's a great place to start by building credibility and capturing active intent with a robust search engine marketing program. Conventional wisdom tells brands to start with SEO versus paid search because, you know, it's free. But today, owning the search engine result page demands attention to both. And here's some statistics for you. Overall spending on paid search grew 32% in Q3 2021 as compared to Q3 2020. So start with the free and take it from there and tap into your social media experts that are on this call. Streaming platform content. We've got a lot of people that do podcasts. Streaming platforms have become an excellent way to reach a consumer base through podcasts and video channels that are consistently updating with fresh content. As consumers continue their steady march away from linear television, they are replacing that time with longer video and audio content. You've got YouTube, Spotify, Telegram, Discord, Reddit, Twitter Space, and other platforms not only help raise brand awareness, but also offer more depth by introducing you to non-celebrity voices. This has opened a window for businesses outside of traditional news and entertainment to create compelling and informative content that can stretch into the range of 7 to 12 minutes, building passionate communities around brands where they feel like they know someone who works there personally. Remember, personally, going for a client and making sure they know you care about their interest and are giving them information that matters the most. Mobile creation, the great Facebook blackout, I'm sure we all remembered, that occurred recently, served as an example of why it is crucial for brands to develop effective promotion beyond social media platforms. Seasoned ads on retail websites. A lot of people think this is very expensive, but honestly, that's where everybody is buying. So get your brand in front of these buyers. One exciting channel that immediately levels the playing field between more established brands and smaller ones is sponsored ads on retailer and marketplace websites. These are essentially digital point of purchase displays that engage shoppers as they shop. Retail media ad spending increased 45% year over year in Q3. Sites like Amazon, Target, Best Buy, and hundreds more offer the capability for brands to sell ads on their sites. We could talk more about that if you want. So creating interest and engagement at every touch point. I'm going to throw out some things for us to just kind of think about. And hopefully it'll make some sense and you'll find something that sparks your interest. So I don't think there's 20 actually. I think I only have like 16 or 17. So I apologize for that. But these are basic, simple things that we can be thinking about. Add info about your products and services to your email signature. Put in the chat for me, how many of you have actual information in your signature that tells you about your product and a link or a link to your website or your Facebook page if you don't have a website. Make a mysterious sign and pin it all around town. I mean, I can give you statistics of how this works. Circle back to previous clients and customers via email and say hi. See if they'd like to hire you and purchase from you again or have a partner. Send snail mail. People are afraid of snail mail. I talked about it a little earlier. Postcards, brochures, packets, a magazine with your face on it brings credibility. Pitch yourself to media. I talked about that a little bit. Do something cool, different, noteworthy that gets people talking about your business. Start a newsletter and send it out consistently. Consistency is key. Do the give, ask, receive technique. Oftentimes, and I'm really bad at this, I hate to ask for a sale, but I'll give you my time and my energy and my effort. So start with the give, then ask, and then you'll receive. Talk to strangers. I struggle with this as well. I oftentimes hate getting into a room and just openly talking to people that don't know me. I don't think I'm interesting enough sometimes, but you know what? You are. So just open your mouth and start talking to people, and they will refer you and they will love you. Print a bunch of business cards or postcards and sprinkle them around town and give a stash to your friends and family. They're your biggest advocate and your best outreach effort. Sorry. Introduce yourself to fellow business owners who might be able to refer clients to you and vice versa. We do that in Master Network every day. Go to more meetings, get your brand out there, get your name out there, get your face out there. Gently remind clients, there's nothing wrong with that you love and appreciate word of mouth referrals. Encourage them to send new clients your way. Ask. Teach a class in your community or online to connect with potential clients and give them a small sample of your skills. Write articles, blog posts on your site and for other publications. And here's a really good one. Go above and beyond for your clients and customers. You know why that's important? Because that's the best marketing tool you could ever have. Because if you're good at what you do, people will talk about it. And the last one I want to share with you is do a 30 in 30 challenge. Make a list of 30 people you know, any people, and contact them over the course of 30 days. In 1 year, you will have personally touched 360 new people to share your story to. Think of the business opportunity in that. I noted a couple little things about system and resources, and please tap into me. I have a ton of different resources I can share with you. IVRs, like I said, are incredible. Cloud Talk and Nectar Desk are two that I'm familiar with, but there are tons. They're not that expensive, and they make your company look legit. And like I said, you can advertise within your IVR. AI content development, if you feel that you can't write the content, there are tons of content development, artificial intelligent content development platforms out there, as well as all the people within this room that have that skill set. Tap into them. It's okay if you can't write. I suck at writing, but I have a message that I want, and other people will help me figure out how to develop that sometimes. CRM systems also are extremely important. It helps you house all of your clients in one database. It helps you manage your website. It helps you market to your clients. It helps you build snippets for consistency in talking to your customers. It helps you send out customer surveys. Those are the things you need to be looking at. And if you're too overwhelmed, that's okay too. Look for virtual assistants, outsource support, and it's okay to outsource. It's good to let go. Most importantly, know what you need, know how you need it done, and then find the right people to do it. So I'm going to ask you just one thing. Pick just one new thing that I talked about today and try it out. And if you struggle with that, call me, because I'll be more than happy to help you in any way that I can. I think that's it for today.